Big deal, and we're going to go ahead and do that, and I actually have it on, so no worries. We're going to get started with me, and in fact, should we start over here with Jackie? Jackie's like, what about me?
What about me?
This is a beautiful, brand new crochet cardi, open front. Thank you, love. And it has a hood, and the crochet on this is so refined and beautiful. It's a 397742. You're going to save $12 because it's a QVC 2 big deal, which is really nice to see. $54.98 for a sweater that looks like you bought it in a really fancy little boutique that comes, with the bag and the tissue paper, and they offer you like, would you like coffee? Or
how about a glass of champagne while you shop? Exactly.
Oh, I want to shop there too.
It has that vibe. It has that vibe.
It does.
I'm looking at on the ladies, and there's something about what the industry calls a high twist cotton yarn. Now, normally when we do our crochets, I love that look of hand crochet. My grandmother used to crochet, and I was always intrigued with how beautiful the patterns were. This is actually a fine gauge crochet. So the yarn itself is a higher, thinner gauge. So when we start all these beautiful patterns, and this camera work is gorgeous, thank you very much.
Thanks to Tom and company.
Look at the detail. Thank you, Tom. But look at the detail that's going on here. It almost has a little bit of an eyelet feel, and then a beautiful sort of intarsia feel to it. So it's really talking to pattern on top of pattern on top of pattern, but never in an open crochet where you worry about maybe seeing through it too much.
Yes.
The looser crochets are like, oh, I can see too much of my arm. This is a tight, very, very elevated crochet. These are the sweaters that you see at Neiman Marcus. I mean, it is that same kind of high end, the ladies who go to Saint-Tropez and the ladies who go to Palm Beach. This is what she's throwing on over her silk blouse. And by the way, Pat, I love the red on top of the camp shirt. That's my vibe right there. Red, white, and black.
That's thanks to Ed who helped me with that. So, do you mind, David? Let's go through the colors because you brought us such a beautiful. No worries. You brought us a beautiful selection of colors, and I will say you can stay in your true size, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But here's your sand color. This color is so rich and so expensive. I could imagine Joan wearing her black uniform underneath and putting this over top.
Yes. Yeah, the column of color, exactly, the blank canvas.
That's beautiful.
So that is a creamy, almost like a cafe au lait colored sand. It's got a lot of warm, pinky kind of tone to it. Super flattering to skin tones. And I love the hood. Oh my gosh, I forget it has the hood.
And then take a look. We called this one Ivory, which is exactly what it is.
You got it. And here it's about put your bronzers on. You've got that summer glow. And you're just, you're wearing the white tank tops, and you've got maybe a pair of kind of cool linen beach pants. And the whole vibe is Malibu, gorgeous. And it's sort of that boho chic feel, but not in that crochet that, as the British call it, a little mumsy. Sometimes I think crochet can, if it's not done in a very high-styled way, can look a little like my aunt, who was a very lovely lady but had no style. But
please don't call her out by name.
I think, no. And she's also not with us anymore, so it's okay. But it does, I think there's a refinement to this crochet, which I do love. It's beautiful. And then the blue.
Wait till you see a day in the blue.
When Jane Brown walked out on camera yesterday in this blue, because I was kind of rooting that she'd wear the neutral, because I love Jane when she wears whites and ivory. And she came out in the blue, and I was like, oh, I get it, because she had the matching tank top on, and she wore it for her whole 3-hour shift, and you couldn't take her eyes off that color.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so pretty. Oh, gorgeous.
Describe the red.
I had to do, this is the color that I call, in-house, I call it our fiery red. It's not a bluey red. It's not that sort of cherry red. It really is that right in the middle lipstick red. So if you are those indigo jean girls, if you are the white jean girls, you put this on. Maybe you wear the yellow tank from the set of 5 colors, and you pair it with the red, and you put a white jean on. I'm promising you, it's that nail polish red. It's that stop traffic
Definitely
red.
Joan red. And then
Joan red for sure.
Joan red, without a doubt. Look at this yellow you brought us.
Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Now, we talk a lot about yellows. Yellows can be tricky. because if they're too industrial, I always say, they're just not super flattering to your skin tone. This has a nice sort of a buttery, almost like a lemon chiffon-y hand to it, but it's not wimpy. It's not a pastel. It still has a nice, strong, what Leah always calls happy yellow, you know. So I think they're all awesome. I love the variety. You can go crazy red, you can go very quiet sand, and anywhere in the middle. Just gorgeous.
And at this price, you may want to go ahead and get more than one. I will tell you, a moment ago, Frank told me, and Frank's our boss, he said 300. And then he just updated me 500 now. It's wonderful because, you know, Easter is already behind us and Passover. Now we're thinking Mother's Day. Would your mom love something like this? Every year I see these in the spring, summer catalogs and all the other things. I still like a good catalog sent to my house, but
you and me both.
You know, if you're looking online, you see that beautiful kind of open pastel-y, or pointelli is the word that I was looking for.
Yeah, like pointel, pointel, yeah. Exactly.
And you know, she's got the hood up. The model has the hood up, and she's just wearing a simple tank top and a pair of jeans or a pair of shorts with it, or a skirt with it. And they're very expensive. This is at a big deal price, and eventually that's going to go away. So it's important for you to take a second look. This is ageless. This is so extremely versatile. With this, I would say put your jewelry on last and take it off first so it doesn't get pulled on anything, but it's really a very refined, beautiful feel, and it's open in the front. That's another reason I think it would make a great gift, because you don't have to be, you know, concerned with the sizing so much.
Yeah, exactly. And keep in mind with this high twist cotton, 100% cotton yarn, it is not prone to snagging and pulling the way the looser crochets are. And I like
excellent, great call out.
Because it's so tightly crocheted, there isn't that tendency. The looser crochets, which I don't mean to say I love, but I've seen that where the button gets caught, or you get caught on the hook, or your ring has a prong, and next thing you know, you're in trouble. This has that very tight, very, very, as they call it, high twist to it. So the detailing is beautiful, but
Jackie,
the refinement is there as well. Jackie, I love you.
Do you feel pretty?
Ivories and whites.
She does look so pretty, doesn't
she? Nothing but pretty.
Yeah,
and think about in the summer if Jackie were to throw on like her favorite maxi dress, gets into the camper with the husband and the son, but she throws on this little sweater over the maxi dress when they're having like a nice dinner.
Perfect.
You know, when you look, and you've still got the coolness. It's not going to be like you're wearing a heavy sweater because it breathes beautifully. It's all that perforated crochet, but boy, is it finishing touch. It's just got that, that, you know, they're hard to find sweaters like this. They really, they're tricky. They're tricky to make.
And they're expensive. They're expensive when you do find them. And look how beautiful the seam work on this is. And it has a slight split, as you can see. Has just soft banding. I mean, this is something you'll have for years. Could I ask a favor? Could we either, I'm going to hold on to this when we talk about the shells, and I know we're going to talk about those for like 4 minutes, so David will fill us in. But the way that both Aday and Jackie are wearing this, it looks like a wonderful little twin set, a very updated twin set. I just have it on as if you'd throw it on instead of a hoodie. The length on it, so you know, double extra small, 28.5 inches to 30 3/4 of an inch. Plus size length is 31 to 32 3/4 of an inch. 100% cotton crochet. You can machine wash on delicate, watch what you throw in there with it, and just hang it to dry. And whether you are throwing this over, if you're, you know, have a great body, then over a bathing suit, over a maxi, and we do have a maxi coming up. Right?
But cute over a little bathing suit. Oh my gosh, as a beach cover? Oh, absolutely. And because it's spun in this very high twist yarn, you don't have to baby this fabric. Sometimes I think crochet and I think, oh, better put it in the nylon bag if I wash it, or I'll just wash it by hand. This is actually a beautiful, kind of really tightly crocheted sweater. As you can see from all the detailing, it's beautiful on the inside as it is on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
Perfectly detailed. I just love that. I also think that, you know, crochet is never, ever not the cool thing for summer. You know what I mean? Like, trends come, trends go.
Yes.
But think about crochet. Your mom probably had one that she loved. It's just that easy summer sweater when it's going to get chilly inside. You've had the air conditioning going, you're going out to have lunch with a friend, so it's going to keep you nice and comfortable. But if you want to wear this out in the sun, it breathes, so it's going to protect you from the sun as well.
I heard Jane Brown say she could burst into flames at any given moment. I think we're all there. And there you can see the way that, I'm going to hold on to these, so don't take them, please.
Yeah, nice styling here. Bitsy's wearing it with the matching shell. She's tucking the shell in. I think you could, and here, hey, we have Mel. So this is what I call California chic. She's got the sand on, she's got the little matching shell, and then she's just thrown it on over those ripped up jeans. And there's probably, if you pan down, a very expensive designer shoe, because that's that kind of vibe. You know what I mean? You wear the Jimmy Choo shoe with the ripped up jeans, with the incredibly high-end, gorgeous crochet sweater. So love that. I think Melissa got this in every color.
I love that. And I love that you said Jimmy Choo shoes, because that's the thing. My kid, who's